A global menu. Welcome to our slimy restaurant. Read the menu to discover smoky-eyed local treats. Fried Puerto Rican. This dish is famous for its pianist sauce and wonky flavor. Grilled carbonated chicken. First, we shoot the chicken, so then we mount it at a high temperature and serve it on a bed of toy hamsters.
What?
Meatloaf taco soup. One of the most salty and sweet soups in our country. This broth is so spicy, people often flatulate their tongues. We hope you enjoy the delicious Filipino backyardigans that our country has to offer. And just like that, welcome to Matzo Boys. Unless we had something else planned for this.
No.
Okay, so that's how we're gonna open it.
I'm legitimately crying.
I'm joined joined at the hip.
Yeah.
Nick DeSantis, Chris DeSantis.
We got a salami on the table, and we're ready to start. Is that a salami?
Let's get
What is
the
this,
let's get the
What's
lunch.
that?
It's a sopressata.
I don't
Let's
think
get
you're
the lunch
supposed to eat
meat
the
out
paper.
too.
We can eat the paper. Are you supposed to? Listeners.
Oh, is there an outside to this?
Nah. Yeah, but no. It's fine.
It's
Oh my
sopressata.
gosh, there's an outside.
Yeah.
They cover it in a paper to seal the deal.
Seal the deal. Yeah.
We
I
think,
took it off.
we think alike.
You don't have to take it off, but it's better if you do. You hit us in the comments section saying, "Hey, you got to take it off." But,
Do you eat the paper?
yeah.
Nah.
Sound off in the comments, everybody. Now I'm taking it off because it's got in my head. So recently, Nicky's not gotten me in trouble, but I would say embarrassed me. I'll tell one, and then I know Nicky has a story, and then I'll tell the other one.
This is at work.
This is just
Oh.
around town. So first,
You're
one
embarrassing him around town?
Just being with him, I guess I'm embarrassed.
No, it's what you say.
I'm embarrassed right now.
The first time it happened, I was we went to a Dunkin Donuts, and it was
Dunkin Donuts over Starbucks.
me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Nick,
Because we're from the
it's
Northeast.
the working man's coffee. Me, Nick, and Paul, we went to Dunkin Donuts,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to use the restroom really bad. So it was, it was probably like 5 p.m., almost 6 p.m. And so we said to the guy behind the counter, they were ordering drinks, and I said, the bathroom's locked. Do you have the key? And he goes, well, we don't really open it up after 4 p.m. I go,
It's an interesting rule.
I guess their staff kind of leaves after like a couple hours, because the morning rush is really the rush for Dunkin' Donuts. So I said, okay. And he goes, but if you want, we could leave as he's saying, you can use it, and we leave the key out by the bathroom. Nick talks over him and goes, if you want, he'll sit down so it makes less of a mess. And the guy stares at him. And then he stares back at me, and I go, and mind you, he's already letting me use the bathroom. It wasn't like we had to bargain with him. And then I go to him and I go, well, would it make a difference? Because I will. And the guy's like, nah, man, the key is by the straws. And you don't have to know this, but I didn't sit down because it didn't matter to him. It didn't matter to me.
All right.
So that was
Time to make my argument?
No.
So,
No, please.
I
wanna hear his
know,
argument.
I know that Chris told me that day he really needed to go, and we were doing a lot of errands, and at that point,
He told you that day, so you had...
I mean, at that point and in time through that day, we went to maybe one or two places, and at that time I was like, oh, let's kill two birds with one stone. We'll pick up something to drink, and I know you'll go to the bathroom, and then we'll all get something to drink and be refreshed. Because I like to make sure the car group is good.
Yeah.
I was like, does that sound good? And Chris was like, sure, I can wait till we get home. Or I was like, no, we're going to take care of your business. So when we get in there, the guy's giving my brother a problem. I was like, what? There's a problem? I couldn't overhear the conversation, but all I heard was no. I heard, I don't know.
Okay, let me just ask. Did you feel that he was...
Overstepping?
No, the guy
attitude
said...
with you?
No, the guy just said, well, we usually we usually lock the bathroom after 4, but the key is over... Like, as he's saying, the key is over there for you to use, if you want to go.
Okay.
I wasn't hearing that.
Okay.
I heard, well, we don't like people using the bath, something like, to me it sounded like something like, I'm not supposed to give you the key, only under certain circumstances. And I was like, well, he'll sit down, we'll make it less messy if that's the problem. I'm like, whatever is the problem. I'm thinking that, like he said, that they were short-staffed was the issue. Mm-hmm. If it's a mess issue, he'll sit down. I'm like, that's what I would have said for me. But I shouldn't be doing that, overstepping for other people. I have to learn that about myself.
Well, was this because you're the big brother? You were
Probably,
looking out
definitely.
for your little brother?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it was came from a good place in my heart, but...
the other one was less embarrassing. But Nicky, you tell your first work story.
All right. Well, it's not really a work story, but it's like a combination of... It's a combination of like where I want to take the...
Combination number 5.
Yeah. Tell that one, and then I'll go
on your
where I want to take
tangent.
my rant. Yeah.
Okay. So the second time and now this is just a few days ago. The second time, Nicky, it wasn't embarrassing. It was actually pretty funny. I will say that. But then I go to an auto parts store, and I need a new brake light. Well, I'm really there to rent certain tools to work on my car, but I also need a brake light. Mm-hmm. Now, we had come in Nicky's car, so I didn't have the brake light with me, but usually if you give them the car make and model, they could just look it up.
Yeah.
So I'm renting the tools while Nicky's in the car. He goes to park, and then I tell him I also need a brake light for my car. And he goes, okay, hold on, let me look it up. And he's typing it in the computer, looking it up. And while he's looking it up, it's like, some dead air. We weren't talking for a second. Nicky walks in and stands next to me. And in reference to the brake light, he looks up at me and Nicky, then back at me and goes, yeah, I don't know. You're going to have to take it out so I can take a look. And then Nicky goes, what are we talking about? And the guy goes, and I go, I mean, if it'll help you. And Nicky goes, what's going on here? And I go, oh, my brake light. And Nick goes, oh, thank God. I came in at the wrong moment for that.
It just did not seem right.
It didn't
whatever was
sound
going
right.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't help that I had been working like overnights the night before, and even when I walked in the front door, I didn't even know like it was morning. It felt like it was late afternoon. So, I've been all jumbled.
So anyway, within the past week and a half, that's what's been going on.
Yeah, I wanted to just bring out that we have new people at work.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say, whether that, I'm going to get along with them or not here or there, just to bring up the fact that they have very interesting names. One of them I'm currently working with at the moment. She's very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
One of them I've yet to start working with, and I look forward to working with them. And I would like to also talk about your guys' thoughts on people's with names. Like, have you ever heard of other interesting names of people that you've ever met, and the most interesting names you've ever met of people before? So there's a girl currently at our job that works in the night audit that now works there, and her name is Picky.
Picky. Spell it?
Picky.
I didn't ask her how to spell it. Picky.
You have to ask her if I get it wrong.
Yeah,
Are you
true.
picky with the spelling?
But she is a pescatarian,
Okay.
and she likes her coffee with 4 brown sugar.
She only eats fish?
Yes.
Okay.
Picky.
Um,
She night audit.
She's a night audit, so I see her 2 times a
Have I
week.
seen her?
She works. I don't know. Nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she's the new girl at nighttime.
Nicky?
Her name is Picky. If you're not sure, if you the new one.
Gotcha.
And then I will also be working with a new girl in my department who's yet to come, and I'm very excited. She is Filipino,
My favorite.
and her name is Pishi.
So Pishi.
I'm very excited for
Yeah.
Pishi.
Pishi. What if she gets in? It's actually Pesce.
Pishi, yeah.
Peachy
I already
and
asked.
picky.
I already asked somebody else at my job what they think of Pishi, and they know what that entails.
Yeah.
Will they ever interact, Peachy and Picky?
Picky Pishi?
I don't think so, because
That's a shame, because if they did and they hit it off, they could start their own podcast, Picky
Yeah.
and Peachy.
That I would listen. I would listen to that more than I'd listen to us. Being honest.
Yeah.
That girl in that what is Annalise?
yeah,
Annalise?
yeah.
Oh,
she moved
also-
up.
Good. Good for her.
Annalise.
There's a Nicky's been telling me about this coworker that works at the bar who's like, oh, you got to meet her. She's from Brooklyn. She
Yeah.
reminds us of old Brooklyn friends.
No clue. Her
She's a redhead from Brooklyn, and I have no idea, right? And one day, I see this little redhead behind the bar working, and I go, hey, are you from Brooklyn? And she goes, yeah. I go, you know Nicky? She goes, oh my God, are you Nicky's brother? And I was like, yeah, I'm Nicky's brother. And she goes, what's up? And I was like, nothing. She goes, you know, you're not as weird as your brother made you sound. And I go, what did Nicky say about me? And she goes, he was telling me that like you record people at hot dog trucks and like you do a podcast and like you film people eating. I was like, no, I don't do those things. I mean, okay, in a very controlled environment, yes, have I been doing those things? Yeah, but I made a cooking show. It's much more involved than, you eating a hot dog? Let me film you.
Oh my goodness.
So I talked to her twice, and the second time I talked to her, I was like, this is enough. I don't have to talk to her anymore. Some people, you talk to her twice, and you're like, you know what?
That's enough.
Yeah, I don't need this.
Some
person.
people, even if you talk to them once.
Yeah. I always like to give people 2 chances.
No, that's good. You're a kind-hearted person.
First chance.
Nick and I are jerks.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's true, but
Yeah. The only interesting name that comes to mind right now, and I'm sure there are other ones, but the only one that I can remember, young man named Storm.
it's a good name.
Legal name.
Remember that show Dragon Tales?
Yes.
Okay, so one day I was watching it.
Dragon Man.
Dragon Tales,
Come
come
on,
along.
take my hand. Oh, where's this music coming from?
This isn't Dragon Tales, but this is Rugrats.
Another great cartoon.
Let it ride, Jerry. Zoops! Everybody, this is we have Jerry on the 1s and 2s. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, for all the subscribers that we've gotten so far, we were able to afford.
Huge
Yeah.
pianist.
Yeah.
You, a person?
Huh? A pianist.
Huge.
Huge pianist.
A pianist is one who plays the piano.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would consider myself pretty large.
Yeah, you are pretty big. So we just pay you to.
Yeah.
We just pay you to pay. To
Should we
play.
edit that out? Nah.
Well, I'll run it by the censors.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a name that my lady knew, or my lady's family knew. Iphonia.
Iphonia.
Yeah.
Oh, what about? Never mind.
We once were when we used to do phone calls. We would come across this name very often, and we would find it so funny until we realized how it was really pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
But the name was Guglielmo.
Googly Elmo?
Yeah,
Guglielmo.
but it was Guglielmo. It was like an Italian. I know it kills it.
If that was my last name, I'd go with Googly Elmo.
Yeah. Mr. Guglielmo, please call me Googly Elmo.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was pronouncing that properly. No, you
No,
were,
no,
but
yeah.
I prefer it pronounced.
You gotta try my pasta fagioli.
what was the? We're so distracted by our sausage. Is this kind of
the
sausage?
salami. Yeah.
Oh, salami. Okay. Salame.
Salome.
Salam.
Such a good one.
Shalom.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
I have no idea.
Well, this has been Matzo Boys. One's very heavy and the other's a little lighter.